Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to come here and speak to you today. I've got a very powerful video for you. Probably one of the most strategic and inclusive videos I have put on YouTube yet and out there into the world. And I'm very excited. Let's do it. I know that this video is going to serve you. If you clicked on it, you already know what it's about. We're going to go through the exact setup of how you can start making $1,000 a month or beyond. 1,000 is really just a figure so that we can work towards a number and see what that would look like freelancing. So my name is Georgiana Dacosta. I help women start an online business so they can live life on their dreams. They can be home with their children. They can travel the world. They can, live in accommodation they love. They can spend time doing things they love. All that good stuff that comes when you start making money your way. And that's my passion. That's what I bring to the world. And that's what I'm excited to share with you today. So one of the ways that I make money online, actually one of the main ways that I make money online, and that has been supporting me full-time for over a decade, is freelancing. And that's a service-based business, which means that I offer services to clients. I sell services as a freelancer to clients. So for instance, right now, for the last couple of years or so, I've been a full sort of 360 digital marketing consultant. So I help my clients with things like Google ads and funnels and strategy and setup and social media channels and things like that. I've also done other things like copywriting and ghostwriting and SEO writing and travel blogging and social media management and website development, etc., etc. I've sort of done almost every single thing there is to do in terms of running an online business or setting up a business online on online platform. So that's me. That's what I've been doing. So I'm teaching you from experience. And what I'm going to show you is how you can do the same. I'm very excited about sharing this training with you, but I'm going to tell you this. Stick to the end, because this is going to be a couple of minutes video on YouTube that's going to offer you the exact setup, the literally full 3-step strategy, and we'll dive a little bit into each step. But I've actually created a free training that's like about 1 hour and a little bit long, and that training really dives so deep. It's like a free masterclass where you really can see like full examples and ways of really my watch just beeped where you can see full examples and ways that you really can apply this. So if you watch this video and it's like, wow, this makes a lot of sense and I feel like this is going to help me and I want to learn a little bit more how I can really implement this, I do recommend that free training, as I'm not going to be doing the video for an hour and a half, but that really, I think it's an hour and 50 minutes. I really dive really deep. So for the person that is ready to run with this and is looking for that strategy, for like, okay, show me how, I'm gonna take notes and I'm gonna go. If that's you, that is going to help and support you further. So grab the bites in this video, see if it's for you, and then sign up for the free training and watch that. You can get instant access to that for free. That will really support you further. And then in that free training, you'll also have access to more levels of support. So there's always support. There's always ways in which you can do it. The most important thing that you want to do it. So let's dive straight in. Now, we're going to take an example that your goal is to start an online business, and let's say you have no experience or you just don't know how to apply the experience, because you always have experience, you always have something. But let's just say you're like, where do I even start? Like, how do I do this? But you have a money goal, right? So we're going to refer to it as your money goal because it's the type of money that you need to be making a month to stay in this business. And let's just say that you need to make that money ASAP. You really need to make that money ASAP. So we're gonna take 1,000 as an example. But if right now you're watching this training and you're like, you know what, my initial money goal is like $500 a month. That's kind of what I want to start with, because whatever you start with, whatever you want to make, it's linked to a couple of other stuff, and they all make a difference, which I'm going to share with you in this video. But another thing that you can do is, well, no, I want to make 3,000. Like when I started out, I wanted to make 3,000. I chose 1,000 because it's just like a nice benchmark, but also because when I started making 1,000 a month, it was like a place of no return, and I really started making that straight away. I also lost it very fast, but that's just because I wasn't implementing all of these things I want to show you. Once I did, I stabilized the business, and I was able to scale to 1,000, 3,000, and much more really fast, because I structured it, and it always works if you structure it, just like almost all things in life. So again, if your goal is 250, 500, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, this is a structure. You can apply this to anything. So let's dive straight in. Okay, so the first thing before we're gonna get into the 3 steps is what we just talked about, set the value. So literally pick up like a piece of paper, literally a piece of paper, you can, and just put your value. You can just say 1,000, right? If that's your value, probably you're gonna write it in a little corner here. That's it. You set up your value, because in order to set up the business to make the money you want to make, you gotta set up a goal, a money goal, and then structure everything around it. Now, this is the thing. Because you lay out this strategy, it doesn't mean that you're gonna make this in the next 30 days, but it does mean that you can make this in the next 30 days. It also means that if you're not getting there yet, you know exactly what you need to do next. So I'm going to give an example. If you want to make $1,000 a month and you're only making $250 a month, because now you're looking at this as a whole and you lay out a strategy for yourself, and you know that it takes into account all the elements of a freelance business and what matters, from what you're offering to what your clients are paying to your time to all of these things, which I'll literally lay out for you in a second. Now you can look at it and say, okay, well, I'm only making a quarter of my money goal, and I'm working the full availability. Okay, I've got to tweak that. That's never going to scale. Or, okay, it's great. I'm only making a quarter of my money goal. I'm working with one client and I'm only working at a quarter of my capability. Fantastic. So just, add 3 more clients, add 3 more projects, and I'm going to make my money goal. You can make your money goal with one client, but just as an example, the purpose of having this structure is to help set you up for success. For me, in my freelance journey in 10 years, I've quit twice before I applied this structure, because I had like this, I kind of just went like this. I would be like, I go in any direction, just as long as I make some money and I feel like I'm going somewhere. So for me, I was saying things like, I'm going to work 10 hours a day. I want to make $3,000 a month. So I was selling blogs, like $10 blogs on freelance sites. And I didn't give any like true attention to the whole picture. So what I will be thinking is, okay, well, if I sell, how did I work it out? So if I sell 10 blogs a day, that's $100 a day. And if I sell, 300 a month, that's $3,000. And I can write a blog in like 40 minutes. They're obviously like small blogs, 800 words blogs, because they're $10. And that's it, that's fine. And you can imagine that never happened, because there were so many more elements. First of all, working with 300 clients, that was insane. And I did work with lots of clients, and sometimes I'll end the month having worked with more like than 30 or 40 or 50 people, and it was so crazy and so overwhelming because I was so unrealistic. So then I'll say, oh, nothing is working. Like freelancing is just, I'm burning out. The pay is so low. These freelance platforms are like crazy, and everywhere else I go for it, it's all crazy and low paid, and it's just not working. And it's just not working. And I'll keep on saying that to myself. And the thing is, all of those things were true, but they were in my control. So there was an element of truth. There was an element of the fact that there were people even selling articles for $1 or clients asking for that. So there was an element of, oh, sometimes this industry is like low price and things like that. But there was also the element that there were many people charging hundreds of dollars for the work I was delivering, same quality, just because they had some structure to their business, positioning, confidence, work with clients who equally valued that and really got the same value back and understood the value of the freelancer. So there were elements in it. And when I what really pushed me, well, first of all, I really wanted to have an online business. I really desired that. I needed the flexibility to travel. I needed the flexibility to work from home, to work on creative things, to make sure I'm home when I have children, which now I do have 2 little boys, and I am so grateful that freelancing has offered that for me. So my pull was so strong that I figured it out. But another thing is that it was at the same time that I could also see the flow and the money and the rewards and great work at great prices and just all working together in unity. People that had great clients and flexibility and freedom and got paid very well. So it was all possible, right? So the first thing I want you to share is this. It's all possible. So when you approach this going in, your mindset has to be strong. It's all possible. And now let's just talk about how you do it. So you've set up your money goal. You have your 1,000 or whatever you have, and you've got 3 steps. 3 steps. This is how you structure it. And there's the most important part. You need to create an offer that adds up to your money goal. Now, I will give some examples. I will give one example, but in the training that I told you at the end, I go into really detail about this, because even in this side, there's 3 elements of it. Your mindset matters, which I've shared a little bit. Your skills and your capacity matter. And these are very important things. And literally, even if you don't have any skills, you can totally set up this and it can work 100%. And even if you have 10 hours a day or 1 hour a day or 2 hours a weekend, it can still work. But as long as you go in setting this up in a very intentional way, then you're setting yourself up to be able to achieve this. You're like, okay, this is possible. I've got a plan. I may have to tweak the plan. I may have to adjust the plan. I might have to grow. I might have to learn. I may or may not get this straight away, but I know it's possible. And when you go with that view, that intention, and that plan on paper, is when it gets tough. And it will get tough. It will get tough. I hope it doesn't, but it typically does. Then you know that you have a way and you have the confidence in yourself. You can speak that confidence out into the world with those around you. Hey, I'm doing this business and I've got a plan. So first, you need to create the offer, right? That makes up to the value. So I'm going to give you an example. And this example is from the training. Okay, so in this example, let's say that you have got some experience. For instance, let's say that you work in the office, you work in a marketing team and in a marketing agency or for a company as a marketer, and you write copy for the website. So you have some experience as a copywriter. And look, if that's not even the case, let's say you've taken a skill in copywriting, or you're just naturally a great writer and you have learned how to apply that to business writing, right? Copywriting, which is sales writing. For instance, think product descriptions on websites, on landing pages, on offers and things like that, right? So let's set up your offer to make $1,000 a month. For instance, you can do this. You can offer a mini website. And by the way, just before we go on with this big disclaimer, this is a very humble price. You can charge a lot more than this. I really would advise not charging less than this. This is already in a way below industry standard, and kind of set up just as an example and an example of what's possible, and that you can still have like an entry level price where you don't have, let's say you don't have a portfolio, you don't have any experience, but you are actually, you know, ready to sell. So this is, and this refers to writing the website. So that doesn't mean designing it, that doesn't mean putting up the website. The client already has a website and already has an idea of what they're writing, but they want somebody to write it for them. Okay, so let's go for it. Your offer can be a mini website, 5 pages. Typically that's the home page, the about page, the products page, the contact us page, and maybe, you know, the blog page or some like more information page. And that's a 5-page website that you can write. You can help the client write, obviously using content from them about their business, but really write it in a way that speaks to their ideal customer. And then you can create a 3-page mini funnel for them. So for instance, it can be something like a landing page where they're going to offer something for free, and they collect email addresses, and then a thank you page which then turns into an offer page where they maybe like sell a little product or something on it, like upsell. So that's something that you can offer. And let's just say in the training that I told you at the end, where we dive deeper into this, I share with you how capacity plays a big role into you creating your offer. So let me give you an example of how that works. But then when you go into the training, you'll see me dive deep into what capacity is influenced by, and how that affects and can really empower you to create a business around what you can do. So in this example, let's say you are a stay-at-home mom and you are home with a baby, just you. So you have to look after baby, and when you can realistically work is 4 hours a day, Monday to Friday. And you can do 1 hour in the morning before baby wakes up, 1 hour at baby's nap time, and 2 hours in the evening when, hubby comes home. And you have a laptop, so you can write, you can log into the client's website, you have a laptop, you have Wi-Fi, stuff like that. Okay, so here's what you sell. Here's how you look at this in a strategic way. You say, okay, so this is my offering, and I can sell this joint package because you will really cater to new business owners or business owners looking to like revamp their website and their offering online. And you can sell it as a joint package because most people need both. This is like the basic structure that most people present their business on the online space, and it can apply to any type of business. So you sell this joint package to new business owners starting online and take on 2 clients a month, and that's it. Taking on 2 clients a month, working 4 hours a day, you can make $1,000 a month. So a quick tip here is that you can price your offering in order to encourage clients to charge both. You can sell your offering at a higher price for each size. So for instance, you might say a mini website it's $500 or $400, a mini funnel is $200, but if you buy it together it's $500. Most online business owners, as I said, need both, and that allows you to offer great value and really empower your customers, your clients, but also package it for you, which makes it easy for you to achieve your money goal, because now you have a clear way in which you can say, that's how I'm going to make $1,000 a month. So here's the thing about this example. You might first just sell one funnel. You might just sell one funnel and make $150. And it's just about you working it out that, wow, how many hours did that take me? How can I make this flow better? How can I improve the communication with the client? How maybe can I prepare a little questionnaire to send them in advice so that this work is faster, but also great quality, and etc., etc. And then you're like, okay, well, if I sell, how many funnels would you have to sell? Like at least, I think 6 funnels, then I can make my money goal. But really what I want to do is go back to my offer. I want to sell the website with the funnel. That's the ideal. That's my ideal package. So for instance, I can try sell the funnel and upsell the website, or sell the website and upsell the funnel, and really encourage customers to get both. Because when you can think like this, when I encourage customers to get both, then it makes my business very easy, because I just need 2 clients. I keep on saying customers, really it's clients. I only need 2 clients a month. And then I can also book myself up in the future, book myself out. So I can look at it as, I've booked, this month and next month and the month after. And I'm constantly achieving my money goal. Then if you want to scale, you might think, well, maybe I'll make my package bigger, or maybe I'll charge more. Now I have more testimonials. Now I have a bigger portfolio. Now I feel like I've really refined my services. I feel confident, and that can be at any point. Now I'm going to charge more. Okay, so now this entire package can be $1,000, and now I can get 2 clients a month and make $2,000. Do you see how it works? But it's being that intentional, because if it's really just starting to sell anything, I did that for a long time, and it's like you can make great money, but you can feel so unstable, and then what's out there, competition, what clients are asking for, and what's out there can really influence what you believe it's possible. But when you set out from the beginning, you become very confident. And here's the thing, if you're watching this and you're doing what I've done at the beginning, where we'll be like, it's not true. I've gone on this Freelancer, and I totally saw that people are asking for me to write the entire website copy for $50. So this is just not true. This is never gonna work. If you've seen that, it's valid. I've seen stuff like that too. I've even worked for stuff like that sometimes. But then here's the thing. You can also Google this. You can also go on freelance platform. You can also go on just anywhere, Instagram, Google, LinkedIn, anywhere, and you will find plenty of freelancers selling this package and more, and charging double and triple and quadruple, and having lots of clients, having lots of business, saying they're busy, having constant testimonials, which you can see that business is happening right now. So it's possible. It's working. That's what I want to encourage you. First, do that. If you're feeling inside like, no, I've seen too much, that just proves to me that this is not possible, go find the evidence that you need. It may be that this video alone and me telling you this is possible, I deliver, within my digital marketing package, things like this that I value them at much higher, and so do my clients. They feel the value much higher, and then, we're all fine in this exchange and really feel like we're all getting great value. My clients are getting great value. I am feeling like I'm getting great value, right? And in the free training, I share more about that. But also, so you just take it from me, or you can do whatever you need to convince yourself to be confident, because that mindset and that confidence within matters so much. So whatever you need, go out there and look for it. Try to give yourself a day. I'm going to look for that, but look for that. Look for the evidence that people are charging what you want to be charged within the time that you have to offer, within the skills that you have, doing the work that you want to do, and go look for that evidence and tell yourself this is possible. I'm gonna go for it. And once you have that structure going forward, you're like, okay, so this is how this is going to happen. So even if next month I'm making $100 or $200 or $300, I know what I need to do next. That will keep you going. Okay, so you've created your offer. What next? The next 2 things is that you need to now sell. You need to sell this to clients. And actually in the free training, I really take you through a multitude of platforms that you can choose, because you can go on freelance platforms. You can totally make this money goal or any money goal on freelance platforms. You can build your own platforms. You can sell this on Instagram. You can sell this on LinkedIn. You can sell this on your website. You can sell this on Facebook. There's just a multitude of places and ways that you can make money freelancing. So we dive a little bit more deep into that in the free training. And then what you want to do is you want to charge your customers for it. So here's what I suggest. There's a multitude of ways you can do this as well. For instance, when you go on freelance platforms, they have this escrow system for you. So what they do is they get the client to pay the funds into an escrow deposit. So you don't have them, they don't have them. They feel secure that their money is safe. You feel secure that the client has paid, and you deliver the service, and then you invoice and they release the money. So that's why I always advise to start with freelance platforms, because it can really make it easier for you. You don't have to set up a website. You don't have to set up a payment system and contracts and things. It's all available for you there. I like it. I've started like that, but there's many other ways and easy ways as well. You can start within your own network. You can get people to, this is another thing, and I've worked with this a lot. If you are gonna work with people yourself individually, my biggest advice is to do either 50% upfront, 50% at the end, or in advance. So if you're working on a short project, typically people would want to have, and it's with a new client that you haven't worked with, and you have to build that trust. They have to feel like sure in it, you have to feel sure. So what I would advise is 50% in advance, and when the project ends, 50% at the end. If you're working like on a monthly retainer, so for instance, you manage social media for people, or you manage ads for people, my advice is to charge in advance. And that's it. You've taken care of creating your offer strategically, taking into account what you can offer, taking into account what you want to earn, and making sure that that is possible. That if you do have 4 hours a day, 5 days a week in your month, or if you have 4 hours a week in total, you have structured it in such a way that it's realistic. And look, at the beginning when you're starting out, you may not know for sure. So I advise you to just try. To just say, you know what, I feel like I can, if I'm going to create websites for people, or if I'm going to help film things, or if I'm helping, set appointments or things, I feel like I can do this in an hour. So for instance, underbook yourself so that you're not in a situation where you've taken too much work and it's just impossible in your life to do more, but now you've got clients waiting on you. So underbook yourself. Say to yourself, if I don't know for sure what availability I have, I'll just take 2 clients instead of 4 for 1 month and see how that works for me. You'll find systems, you'll find ways, right? So that's step 1. Step 2, set up the payment. This is an important stuff. Charge in advance, charge 50% in advance or 50% at the end. Or if you work on these freelance platforms, make sure the entire payment is on escrow so that you have that. I don't want you to burn out. I don't want you to have all these bad situations where you don't get paid and then you give up on your dream. So secure that. That's important. And don't feel weird talking about payment. It's the same way the client shouldn't feel weird telling you what they need from the project. It's just part of the business transaction. Feel comfortable and know that it's expected, and you look very professional doing it, honestly, because professional business owners charge, and clients know that if they pay, they get a service. So everybody wins. And now step 3, deliver the service. So this is obviously depending on what service you deliver, it's intuitive. Couple of tips I'm going to give you here is, of course, do your very best. And if you have agreed to a project and it's now requiring more work, while it's good to have boundaries, I do also advise you to give more. This has worked for me in my career. And every time I worked with freelancers and they've implemented this, or I advised them to implement this and they did, I really saw them soar in their business. So for instance, if you, like when I'll give myself as an example. When I was selling $10 articles, sometimes the articles I sold were worth $100. They were worth in terms of the work that I was putting in terms of the quality that I was delivering. But I just hold myself to my standard of quality. I had limiting beliefs and the reason why I was charging so little. When I fixed my limiting beliefs, my skill was already at the level where I could charge over $100 per article, because I didn't lower my work based on the fact that maybe I was underpriced or underpaid. I kept my work because I knew I am the constant. I'm moving forward. This project won't be forever, but I'm moving forward with this. So that way, I was able to match to that higher price that I always knew I was meant to charge. That will make me feel like, and it would mean a successful business for me, but also it would mean high quality work for the client. So that's just my little one tip. Now, again, guys, I've been able to share a lot with you in this video. In fact, this video is a lot longer than I intended, but if you really want to dive deep, because this is just the surface, I have got the free training for you. We go through this, we go through more examples, we have little graphs and things, and it's really this. It's helping you set up this. So if you watch this and you're like, wow, this is really helping and empower me. It's given me a strategy and a structure to start my freelance business, and you want more, I definitely recommend checking out the free masterclass. You can get instant access right now. The link is in the description. You literally enter your name and email address, and on the next page the training is ready for you, and you also get it into your inbox. So check it out. I know it will serve you. I have created it for it to serve you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, it would mean the world to me if you liked, if you subscribe, if you turn on your notifications to be the first to know, if you leave a comment, anything, maybe you have a question, maybe you enjoyed something, and if you share this video, it would mean the world. If you are sharing this on Instagram, if you're watching this and maybe you want to take a screenshot or something, tag me at the Georgiana Dacosta, and I'll share and thank you publicly for watching this video. Thank you again, and speak to you next time. I put videos up every Sunday, and I put videos that help women, empower them to start an online business. I talk freelancing, I talk more online business ways, I talk marketing and mindset. So speak to you next time. Bye.